Okay, good morning, my dear children. Okay. Um, your lesson for today are actually the last two lessons in Canvas uh, before your final exams. Now, both are very short lessons, so I'm going to be discussing them today. All right. So, your first lesson is going to be your nursing core values as a community health nurse. So, this is a very short topic. My objectives for today will be one, for you, ayan, to know the core values of community health nurses, syempre, the most important core values. And of course, for you to be able to enumerate, discuss, and apply the core values of community health nursing in practical applications and situations, because you will need to use this come face-to-face classes and, of course, your examinations. Okay? So going back, okay. So again, to enumerate, discuss, and apply the core values of community health nurses in practical applications and situations. Now, why do we need to be or to discuss these particular core values? Because as you well know, it has been reiterated to you that nursing is all about KSA, knowledge, skills, and attitude. Okay. Although, yes, it's a truth, a fact that knowledge and skills are of paramount importance in nursing, one cannot deny that attitude is also very important, because usually this is going to determine how you would treat your patients. Okay? It may be that you have the necessary knowledge, you have the necessary skills, but if it is not balanced by proper attitude, then you would not be, well-rounded or very good nurses. Okay? And this particular fact is especially true when it comes to dealing with people in the community, because in the community, you will meet a lot of individuals who are very diverse in nature. They come from different places, they come from different backgrounds. How you would treat them would depend on the core values that you possess. Diba? For example, may nanay na makulit. How are you going to deal with that? May matandang makulit. May batang iyak ng iyak. Ano ang gagawin mo para sa kanila? Yun po yun. That's the reason why it is very, very much important for us to know and apply this particular core values. Now, what are core values? Ngaw na ngaw si Sir Bri. Ano ba ang core values? Core values are the things or what we value, okay, which form the foundation of how we conduct ourselves, of how we work, of how we deal with people, how we deal with individuals, and how we face different situations. Okay? Those are your core values. What do you hold dear? What is important to you? And usually, what is important to you would reflect on how you would act towards an individual or a situation. Yun po yun. And usually, this particular core values would stem from first your principles. Pag sinabi niyong prinsipyo, principles, this is a fundamental truth or a proposition, o naalala niyo pa yung TFA niyo, that serves as your foundation for a system of belief or behavior or for your particular chain of reasoning. Okay? Ito yung pinaniniwalaan ninyo that forms basically who you are or what you believe in. Okay? And basically, your principles will also dictate on how you would reason out when asked a question or when life throws you a curveball or a dilemma, how are you going to react accordingly? It's usually based on your principles. All right? Another, culture. Pag sinabi natin culture, this is the manifestation of human intellect, di ba? And this is, sabi nila, an achievement that is collectively or regarded collectively. Culture usually stems from the group, and usually it starts with your family. Now, your core values would also depend on your culture. If the culture that you belong in, or if your culture values one particular quality, then of course you are going to bring that into practice. For example, you have been raised in a culture of honesty. then most probably all your actions will be honest. Most probably in everything that you do, you would apply and value honesty. Diba? And that is especially true when you become nurses. Diba? Oh, simple lang yan eh. Kung nasanay ka sa isang kultura na mali, magiging tama yon para sa'yo at may a-apply or madadala mo yon pag ikaw ay nagtrabaho na. That's the reason why here in nursing, we hate cheaters. Because nurses cannot be cheaters. Because you are holding the lives of your patients. Kakaintindihan tayo. Kaya nga, galit na galit kami sa nangongopya. Kasi we are trying to promote a culture of honesty. Right? Oh, what else? Ethics. Kasama na dito yon. Kasama sa kultura niya yon. Ethics relates to your moral principles. How do you perceive right from wrong? Diba? And more or less, this is going to carry over to your core values. What do you value? Now, in some instances, people, ethics is very subjective because it's going to depend on how you understand, diba, things. So, what is wrong for an individual or for one individual might be correct for another individual. Yun po yung sinasabi ko dito. So, ethics. And of course, excellence. Okay? Pag sinabi natin excellence, the quality of being outstanding or being extremely good. If you are brought up in a culture of excellence, then more or less, people, how you work would reflect that excellence. Usually, nurses are perfectionists because we want everything to be excellent. Diba? We want everything to be perfect because the lives of the patients, okay, the lives of your clients, dapat lahat yan perfect. Okay? To ensure that you would be able to give quality care for them. Right? So, in the community health nursing setting, what particular core values should we have? Okay? I am going to pinpoint 4. Although all of your values are very important and you are going to unknowingly apply them to practice, these 4 are of paramount importance. And I would want to reiterate it. Okay? First core value that we community health nurses need is caring. Diba? Nursing is caring. Caring is promoting health, healing, and hope in response to the human condition. Now, if you are going to work in a community health setting, a culture of caring is a fundamental part of the nursing profession. Right? This characterizes your concern and consideration for the whole person. Kasi nga, di ba, from womb to tomb tayo. Di ba? This also will serve as our commitment to the common good. And this would in turn or would result in us reaching to those people, to those patients, to those clients who are most vulnerable. Being caring in the setting of the community means that all your activities are managed in a participative and person-centered way. Ano ibig sabihin nun? We all do it for that person because for us, the person is very, very important. Okay? We need to demonstrate an ability to understand the needs of others and of course, as nurses, the commitment to always act in the best interest of all stakeholders. Because that's what we do in the community. Di ba? The best interest of all stakeholders. So tandaan nyo yun ha. The first core value when you want to work in CHN is caring. 2, diversity. When you say diversity, affirming the uniqueness of and differences among persons, ideas, values, and ethnicities. Okay? So, magtatrabaho ka na sa setting. A culture of inclusive excellence encompasses many identities. Di ba? Parang Miss Universe nyo kanina. Influenced by intersections of race. Ano pa? Pag sinabi mong diverse, race, ethnicity, gender, sexual orientation, socioeconomic status. Oh, sir, but socioeconomic status, di ba mahirap sila lahat? No. Okay? Not all your patients or clients in the community are poor. Some of them are even the sons and daughters of healthcare professionals. But why do they go there? Because for, primary care or preventive care or the preventive aspect, The community is as good as the hospital setting. Diba? And it is backed up by the local government or the national government and the DOH also. So kung ako ay nagkaanak noong ako'y nagtatrabaho pa sa center, hindi ko dadalhin sa ospital ang anak ko. Dadalhin ko siya sa komunidad para mabakunahan kasi pareho lang naman yon. O ganun yon. Diba? So hindi lang po mahirap ang inyong kakaharapin. What else? You will also deal with people with different ages. Diba? From womb to tomb po ang community practice. Physical abilities or in some instances, disabilities. Ito ang madami sa community. You will be dealing with people across all religious and political beliefs. Diba? May Kristiyano, may Muslim, may Iglesia, may dating daan, etc. Ano pa? May DDS, may Dilawan. And yet, people, regardless of their ideologies, you will need to cater for them because that is the prudent thing to do. Okay? The thing with diversity is, the thing with differences is that it's going to affect the innovations that you do. Anong ibig sabihin? Innovations are the way or ways to improve our practice. Kasi you will need to tailor fit, okay, those particular innovations or actions to this particular individuals, which in turn would need different interventions because they are diverse, because of the differences that exist. All right. But the beauty of this is that, we move beyond tolerance and we celebrate the richness that the differences of this particular individual brings. Isa sa pinakamagandang makukuha nyo pag kayo ay naging community health nurse ay maa-appreciate nyo ang pagkakaiba-iba ng mga tao. At hopefully in the future, when you move on to areas of practice, for example, you go to the States, di ba? The United States is a melting pot of cultures. You will be able to apply what you have learned here, okay? To accept diversity as it is. All right? Another core value that is worth mentioning is integrity. Okay? Integrity is respecting the dignity and moral wholeness of every person without conditions or limitations, and to always do the right thing. Sabi nga nila, you always do the right thing even if nobody is looking. When you are working as a community health nurse, the what do you call this? The setting, okay, will exude or will manifest or will show open communication, ethical decision making, humility or pagpakumbaba is encouraged and expected and usually demonstrated consistently. Okay? Having integrity not only is doing the right thing, simply how we do business, but usually having integrity, our actions reveal our commitment to truth. Okay? We always would find ourselves doing the truth, doing what is correct. Okay? Yun po yun, integrity. Kasi, when people find a fault in someone, usually it destroys how they look at them. Diba? Sabi nga nila, totoo po yun. Isang pagkakamali mo lang, wala ka na. Totoo po yun. Regardless of how long you have been working and doing good for them, pag may nakita po yung isang mali, masisira po lahat yun. That is the reason why as nurses in the community and as nurses in general, we must always ensure that we are or we have integrity. Okay? And of course, excellence. Okay? The good thing about your batch is that you are overachievers. You are achievers. You are very grade conscious. You ask a lot of questions with regard to your standing. And, I do appreciate that. Why? Because nursing is a culture of excellence. Okay? Excellence in the area of community health nursing means co-creating and implementing transformative strategies with daring ingenuity. Okay? And here, in nursing, a culture of excellence reflects a commitment to continuous growth and improvement. And of course, in your case, understanding. You being overachievers, being raised in a culture of excellence, transformation is usually embraced, di ba? And mediocrity or yung pwede na is not being tolerated. And that's the beauty of, your batch in general. You are very grade conscious. And I do hope that you bring that over in the future when you are already working. Diba? That particular culture of excellence. Kasi maganda yan dahil pag ganyan ang ating pag-uugali, hindi pwede ang pwede na. I have I saw a lot of complaints, rants in Facebook and Twitter wherein they feel, you guys feel, okay, that what you are doing is not good enough. True. Okay? It's not going to be good enough for some of your professors because, again, we are, unknowingly, we are asking you to strive for the best. Okay? Because we are trying to raise you in a culture of excellence so that you would be able to bring that over in practice when the time comes. Yun po yun. It's not to down you, hindi para yurakan kayo. It's to uplift the standard. It is to silently challenge you to better yourselves. Yun po yun. Alam nyo, pag kami ay nangantsaw, it's not pinapahiya ka namin. It's a simple challenge for you to do better. Okay? Yun po yun. Ha? Alright? So, do we have any questions whatsoever with regard to the core values? Okay. Now, the last topic, di ba maiksi lang? The last topic for your finals is going to be this. Okay, my personal favorite, entrepreneurs. Entrepreneurs or the health-related entrepreneurial activities in the community setting. My objectives for this particular unit or lesson is first, for you to be able to understand the meaning of entrepreneurs, to define the legal basis of the program, and to know what the government's role is in the implementation of Project NARS and entrepreneurs. Okay, so without further ado, let me share this AVP or video presentation of entrepreneurs.
I would like to manifest to all of you that Davao Oriental, the provincial government in particular, is giving an all-out support to this initiative. This project is going to be able to serve not just our personal and professional needs, but also the needs of our countrymen who need our services.
Each of you can be proud to say that this project was conceived, was developed, and was born here in Davao City.
Hello? Are you still there?
Yes po.
Opo.
Okay.
Yes.
So, sorry for that particularly long video. Okay, that was the audio-video presentation that was presented by the cooperation of Dole and the BON before when they launched Project Entrepreneurs. That video was or is almost a decade old already. Why am I discussing this? I am particularly proud and of course saddened that this particular instance happened during our time as nurses. Okay, when we were beginning nurses. I am a batch or from the batch 2006. So inabot ko po ito. Backgrounder. During our time, there were a lot of nursing schools that were popping up. AMA has its nursing school. STI has its nursing school. Lahat. As in, ang dami-dami. Okay, kahit qualified man sila o hindi, ang dami nagsulputang nursing school. Bakit? Because prior to this time, there was a huge demand for nurses abroad. Okay? From the US to the UK to New Zealand to Australia, as in ang dami. Now, the businessmen, they saw the potential of putting up nursing schools. Hence, we had this huge surplus of nurses around. Now, the problem is, if there are a lot of surplus nurses, our healthcare system could only do so much, diba? As seen in the video, 70% of our healthcare institutions are privately owned and they don't need that many manpower. So a lot of nurses were left unemployed, walang trabaho, or underemployed, meaning their job or they are very much overqualified for their job. Like for example, you are a licensed nurse and yet you work as a nursing aide or as a nurse volunteer. So knowing that, people, there was actually a problem. Sabi nga dun sa video nyo, the dilemma was we have a lot of nurses and yet we have a mediocre healthcare delivery system. Bakit ganon? Diba? We are suffering kahit we have the abundance of nurses. So, DOLE, the Department of Labor and Employment, in collaboration with the different institutions, mainly your Board of Nursing and Philippine Regulations Commissions, opted to promote Project NARS and entrepreneurs in the Philippines. Okay? Ano po ba ito? Ano ba ang gusto nitong mangyari? This is to provide an additional avenue for nurses to get employed, to get paid, and of course, to have livelihood. Yun po yun. I, for one, am a proud product of yung unang diniscuss, yung Project NARS. Nurse to rural areas. Yun po. Yun po ang una kong trabaho. I spent or almost 4-6-month deployments in the barrio. Okay? And they pay. Although, ano siya, at least makakapag-practice ka. Okay? Now, the problem with Project NARS is that it was poorly sustained mainly because of the lack of finances or budget. Okay? So DOLE, again, brainstormed and they came up with entrepreneurs. Okay? So ano ba to? Ano ba kasi itong entrepreneurs na to? Gusto nila magnegosyo ang nurses. They form cooperatives. Okay? They band together. They form cooperatives. They put up small businesses, like businesses that would promote the practice of nursing in the Philippines or to practice under the scope of your nursing practice as outlined in RA 9173, yung nursing law ninyo. Alam nyo pa ba yun? I do hope so. Yung inyong yung inyong nursing law or yung inyong RA 9173 ang naging legal basis nitong project na ito. Okay? according to RA 9173, it is the job. That's the reason why they did this. It is the job of the government to undertake nursing and human health resource training and research, which shall include but is not limited to the development of advanced nursing practice. And promoting entrepreneurs or project nurse is one way of advancing nursing practice. Okay? That was previously outlined in the previous nursing law, which is RA 7164 also. 9173 is newer. So, ni-reword nila. But in essence, the meaning is still the same. So that's the legal basis. Pwede tayong magtayo, or they are promoting the putting up of business for as long as it is outlined or within the scope of RA 9173. I will discuss what are those businesses that will be under the scope of nursing practice later. Okay? So, why did they put up this project? Ano ang goal ng DOLE at ng PRCBON? The aim of your project entrepreneurs is threefold. First, since we have a lot of nurses, surplus nurses before, but our healthcare is suffering, they aim to reduce the cost of healthcare. How? By bringing primary healthcare services to poor rural communities, because they wanted those surplus nurses to serve in rural areas. Diba? Nakita niyo yung video? See the impact. Diba? Which is totoo naman. Okay? Another is they wanted to maximize employment opportunities for countries unemployed or underemployed nurses by providing them with other avenues or other venues for them to be employed. Like, for example, CHN. Kasi before, my dear children, the CHN practice was very obscure. Ang mga nagsi-CHN lang dati ay yung mga taong, alam mo yun, yung malapit sa puso nila na sa probinsya or gusto ng tahimik na buhay. Yung mga nurse lang dati sa CHN. But because of project entrepreneurs and project NARS, okay, a lot of nurses have entered the community setting already. And of course, the third aim is to utilize unemployed human resources for health and for the delivery of public health services so that we would be able to achieve yung sinasabi nating Millennium Development Goals. If you are observant enough and if you have read enough, you would know that MDGs are the old one because nowadays we have Sustainable Development Goals. But when this was enacted, when this was put up, we were still in the Millennium Development Goal. And in the video, you saw that we were not meeting the targets. Diba? Hopefully, or actually fortunately for us, the deployment of nurses in rural areas help alleviate yung problema natin when it comes to the SDGs. So gumaganda naman po ang ating primary health care because mainly of itong initiative na ito. Sir, meron pa ba niyan ngayon? Okay. If you listen to the video, Project Entrepreneurs was first done in Region 11, dun sa Davao. And it slowly crept towards Visayas and Luzon. Okay? This was almost a decade ago. You would still see the remnants of the initiative of project entrepreneurs nowadays. Nowadays, here, for example, in Rizal, we have nurses in the community, a lot of nurses in the community. Ito yung tinatawag nilang bunutan sa Kapitolyo, di ba? Kung nadidinig niyo po yan. That was actually a remnant of the initiative of entrepreneurs. Okay? The project was very successful that the DOH opted to keep the other parts of the project because they know that the community is going to benefit from it. Pinondohan po ito. Ang tawag nyo na dito ngayon, before ay RN Hills. Ngayon, ang tawag na sa kanila ay Nurse Deployment Program. Ang kanilang deployment ay every 6 months pa din. So, palabunutan po ito kung sino ang makukuha. Bakit madaming nurse na gusto sa community? Kasi nachismis ko lang naman to doon sa mga kasama namin. Malaki po ang sahod dito. I think they earn around 30 to 50,000 a month. So, 25. So, that's almost double what you earn in the hospitals. That's the reason why a lot of them are opting for CHN practice. At hindi ganon kabigat ang trabaho and they have weekends off and they have no graveyard shift duties. Yun nga lang, babahay-bahay sila. So, that's one of the effects of this particular initiative before. Okay? Now, when it comes to options for project entrepreneurs, basing on RA 9173 or the scope of nursing practice, what can we do? Okay? Ano ba ang pwede nating negosyohin na maging nurse? O, di ba? Hindi ka mag-online selling dito. Or actually, sa panahon ngayon, pwede ka mag-online selling. Tapos ang binibenta mo ay medical related, pwede na yung ipasok sa entrepreneurs. Pero saan ka ba pwedeng kumita ng additional aside from you being nurses in the hospitals first? You could opt to be like us. Okay? One of the very good job opportunity for a nurse with higher educational background like MAN or PhD or Master of Science in Nursing are to be teachers and professors, clinical instructors, and academic research assistants. Actually, pag ikaw ay naging teacher, professor, or clinical instructor, papasok na po lahat yan kasi kasama yan sa inyong duties and responsibilities. So what do you need? For you to be able to teach, you must be at the master's level already. So you will need to study for 2 to 3 years, complete a thesis, defend the thesis, and spend a lot for tuition fees before you can teach in college. You could also become licensed teachers for elementary and high school. You just need to study, if I'm not mistaken, if you're a nursing graduate, you need to study for 2 semesters and pass the licensure exam for teachers or LIT. Just like what our lab tech before did. Baka teacher nyo pa yun, si Patrick Libiran before. He took the LIT and he passed and he taught in senior high school. So you could also take that path. Admittedly, being in the academic sector or in the academe, people is much more lucrative than working in the hospital or in any setting because you get paid for the hour. Diba? So, yun po ang maganda doon. Okay? Other job opportunities are in the health sector. In the health sector, you could become part-time rural health unit nurses. Okay? You are paid per day pag nag-duty ka doon. You can also become hospital nurses. Lalo na ngayon, there is or they lack manpower. So, hindi mo kailangan maging employed. Minsan, parang yung volunteer tas pinapasahudan nila everyday. May mga ganun po. I think they earn as much as 1,500 to 2,000 a day kung dun ka sa COVID ward mag-duty. Okay? What else? If you have seen the video kanina, if you were listening and reading the video, they are actually pushing for a group of nurses to form a cooperative to put up, a business which is going to include, birthing home, pwede ka ding magtayo ng home for the aged, pwede ka magtayo ng centers for patients who need chronic care, for example, dialysis centers, rehabilitation centers, pwede po yun. So, cooperative ang gusto nila. So, para siyang group-owned business. Ayan. Okay? What else? We have students before who were already graduates, which actually form an agency for private nursing, meaning they cater for the needs of those individuals who need private or home nursing care. So, karamihan sa kanila nasa Amerika, nagtayo po sila ng ganyan. Pero, tinesting po yan dito sa Pilipinas. Sir, do people here in the Philippines pay for home nursing services? Yes. Some of them could actually pay and they pay premium. So, pwede po yun. Pwede ka ding maging empleyado ng Watson kung gusto mo. Diba? Or like our students before, lalo na yung mga sinasali sa pageant. Very good example is one of my Miss Nursing students before, yung Miss Nursing namin dati. She is now the regional director for a pharmaceutical company because after working in the hospital, kasi nga medyo naliitan siya sa sahod, kagandahan si ate. Pumasok siya sa Pfizer, if I'm not mistaken. Now, she's the regional director. So, pwede po yun. Diba? You could also become consultants if you are, or if you have been in the field long enough, your inputs count. So, you get paid for those particular inputs. Okay? And of course, there is the business sector opportunity. So, a lot of nurses are in the transcription business in the BPO and engage in other non-relate or nursing-related enterprise. I know a person who put up his own BPO company. Nag-train siya as medical transcriptionist, tas nagsolo siya. What he did was he tied up with companies abroad and he trained other, nurses, mga kabatch niya nung una. At nagtayo sila ng isang medical transcription company. A lot of foreign companies actually like Filipinos to work for them. Una, mababa kasi ang pasahod sa Pilipinas. Pangalawa, magaling mag-English ang Pilipino at mabilis matuto ang Pilipino. Okay? I have tried working for a company like this before. They actually prefer Filipinos more than other Asian citizens. Like for example, Indians. Kasi yung accent ng Indiano hindi nawawala. Kasi Sam YG nga lang ang nakita ko na Pilipinong-Pilipino magsalita. But for those people born and raised in India, di ba, yung mga Bombay, hindi nawawala yung kanilang accent. Not unlike Filipinos, sometimes you don't even notice that you are talking to Filipinos because their accents are really, really good. Like American English, British English, Australian language or English. Kayang-kaya nilang gayahin. That's the reason why Filipinos are preferred in the BPO industries. At nagsusulputan ang madaming BPO kasi mababa although mataas daw ang sahod sa BPO, pero as compared to getting people in their own home countries, mababa ang pasahod sa Pilipino. Okay? So yan po ang pwede nating maging business plans for entrepreneurs. So more or less you can do, review centers if you are in the academe. And there was a time na nagsulputan, napakadaming review center. They are boasting for the best. Actually, Fatima does her own review center or in-house review. So you don't need to actually go there. Pero if you still want to, review after the review in Fatima, then you could do it. And you would need to pay premium a lot, as in mahal. Okay? O, yun po. Another, like what I've mentioned, you can put up hospice, domiciliary, and healthcare facilities. You could also earn by being public health advocates. For example, if you have been to the malls before, there are tables there. They get your BP, they get your blood sugar, they counsel you, etc. And you would need to pay a fee. Some of them are nurses actually. Or some nurses, they go with medical missions, and they get paid for the day, like 1,500 or 2,000. Parang may nasamahan kami dati, binayaran kami tigwa 1,500. Okay, pwede po yan. Pwede din yan. Okay, like what I've mentioned, you also can do home health services. You can train and become emergency medical technicians and provide emergency medical services. And I know a lot of nurses who work in Fitness First, Gold's Gym, ano pa yung mga gym nyo? Oo. And they apply their nursing knowledge to wellness and fitness management. Kasi, di ba, wellness and fitness management is all about physical conditioning and diet naman. And we nurses, we actually know how the body works, so we excel in that. Kaya marami sa kanila, mga RN, yun nandun sa mga gym. Okay? Oh, who is going to pay you? Oh, you can get paid by politicians, of course, senators, congressmen. You can get paid by patients who require long-term care, like for example, yung mga natao dun sa home for the aged, etc. Oh, the government would also pay you. The health cards or the HMOs will give you money for your services, di ba? Oh, the elderly, like what I've mentioned. A lot of the finance or the earnings also come from local and foreign donors, especially if you are public health advocates. So, pumapasok, di ba? O hindi siya health-related. Pero di ba yung, for example, yung community pantry sa Maginhawang, laki ng kinikita nun kasi madaming nagdo-donate from abroad. Yun yun. O, so pwede din yun maging sa nurse eh. O, di ba? And of course, the PhilHealth. Okay? So that, my dear children, is entrepreneurs. Okay? The government still actually looks out for us and tries to implement other avenues for us to make a living for us, or for us to have livelihood or proper livelihood or a decent livelihood. Fortunately for you, my dear children, today, okay, at this moment, this is not the case anymore. Bakit? Pinag-aagawan ang nurse sa buong mundo. If you hate your country too much and you don't want to stay, then, you could go fly and you will earn a lot. As in, you will earn a lot. You will be earning in 2 months what you earn here in a year. Ganun po siya kalaki. Okay? But of course, money is not always going to be everything. There are other people who are opting, or who is going to opt to stay in the Philippines and serve. And I would want to thank those people in advance, diba, for staying in your country and serving the country, because it is going to uplift the nursing profession here in the Philippines. It is going to uplift the healthcare system here in the Philippines. And, it's one way of giving back something to your community. All right? So, do we have any questions, violent reactions whatsoever? Now is the time to ask them.